Hey everybody,
It's us again.
Don and Sharon.
Yeah. So we thought we would just tell you a little bit about what's going on in our lives now that we're all at home. Tonight we had a chance to talk with our entire family. We are on this app called Zoom that we figured out how to do. Believe it or not, it wasn't easy, but we figured it out and we could talk to all of our family all at the same time. And it was just nice to connect with everybody and see what they're all doing because we miss everybody in our family, just like I'm sure you guys miss your family and friends too.
That's right. And it's kind of interesting with all this Zoom and computers and videos and all this stuff that's going on. Our small group, which probably is the oldest group in the church as far as small groups go.
Probably.
Believe it or not, we have about 24 people in our small group, and about 16 of them were actually able to connect up through Zoom on last Tuesday, and we got a big kick out of seeing each other in their own homes and laughing, and we just had a really nice time. But I was amazed the fact that we could all actually use technology and get on and see each other. So that was a major accomplishment for us.
It was a nice connection. But we thought we'd tell you a little bit what we've been doing now that we're stuck in the house, because if you know us at all, we're not homebodies. We like to go out and do things, but we're home. So first of all, for me, I'm still working 2 days a week as an RN at the local extended care facility, and we're still open. And fortunately, right now, everybody that lives there is healthy, and all the staff are healthy, and so it's going real well. So I can appreciate your prayers for health to remain. That would be good. And we do a lot of walking, Don and I. We've been exercising a lot. We've been eating a lot more than we normally do.
Just so you know, I did 16,000 steps yesterday.
Yeah, who cares? Anyway, so I thought I would show you what kind of I've been doing around the house for those women that like to get their fingers in dirt a little bit.
Wait till you see this. This is amazing.
Okay, I'm just going to show you. So anyway, I've been doing a lot of things with plants. I have aloe veras that I've been growing and cactus that I've been growing. So this has been my thing, kind of just growing stuff. This one's a real big one. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing. And what have you been doing, Don?
Well, I've been trying not to grow my stomach. So, my life is pretty normal at this point. I still can go to Tabs every day, and I'm working pretty isolated on my own, but we do have a number of staff. Some of them are working from home because fortunately they have jobs that are able to be done at home. And then we have some staff who have to come in and work because their job requires them to be at the office. So we've done everything we can to try to keep them all separate and so that they're not invading each other's space and things like that. And fortunately, we're still busy, so we can actually not have to have anybody take any restricted schedules or work less than they would like to. And of course, we give them the choice of working or not. But it's been really good to see most of them have come in because, needless to say, they need to work. And we're just very thankful to the Lord that we actually can supply them with income during this time. So we're very blessed at this moment.
So you were you were supposed to talk.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So just so you're aware of it, one thing you can't help, and I'm sure you're in the same position, but you can't help but be onslaughted with the news. Even if you watch TV, the radio, doesn't matter what your form of communication is. The fact is you're going to hear a lot of stuff about the coronavirus and all the different data and stats and all those type of things that of course are very important. But I have to tell you that this is another opportunity for us to actually exercise our faith. And so I just wanted to remind you that the Bible talks a lot about the fact that we should be actually praying for our leaders. And so at this time in our lives, no matter where we fall in the Democratic or Republican side, the fact is we should be praying for all of our leaders because they do need it. In fact, I'm reminded of a verse that I'd like to just share with you that maybe you'd like to look at yourself. It's in Proverbs 16:9, and I think this really nails it down pretty well. The mind of man plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. So we can be very specific in praying for our leaders in that the Lord, will direct each of these leaders' steps in a way that will be not only helpful to us as a population, but certainly will be led by the fact that the Holy Spirit is giving them some guidance, some wisdom, which they all need at this time, and some great discernment, and when to make the right decision and hopefully make it well. So I hope that you'll join us in praying for our leaders on a regular basis.
Yeah, and if you're like me, it's like you do watch the TV and you hear all this stuff, and it kind of can make you anxious inside, just wondering what the future holds and what's going on. And I just have a verse I'd like to share with you too, and it comes from Hebrews 13, verse 5 and 6. For he himself has said, I will never desert you, nor will I ever forsake you. So that we can confidently say, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid, what shall man do to me? So I think that's just a reminder to us that God's in control, and he's got this, and we just need to trust him in all of that. So.
And one last thing I'd like to remind you of, actually the next to last thing, is, I've been watching, for example, Clint Nicole just did a video yesterday, and Melissa and Dave Gus did one the other day. And I've noticed that some of our other younger leaders and their wives are joining, and they're going to be sharing some thoughts to you over the next week or two. And I got to tell you, I'm really encouraged and greatly impressed by the youth, the young people in our church. Now, they don't think they're young, but compared to us, they are. And so I'm just really glad that our church has a lot of young men and women that are really seeking out the Lord and really are stepping up in leadership. So we're just very thankful that as a church, we've been blessed with a lot of great people. And even if you're not in leadership, the fact is you're a very important part of Cross Point Church. And we really appreciate that. And I can tell you that all elders will be giving all of you a call over the next week or so just to touch base with you. And so, with that in mind, we would like to let you know that we've had a number of requests for a solo.
Duet. It's a duet.
Yeah, that's
You're not
right.
doing a solo.
Oh, that's right. Well, I sing so loud that it might be a solo.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Anyway, so we wanted to let you know that.
Stay tuned. You never know.
That's right.
God bless.